All right, I'll jump on. It's time for a real talk. This time, though, we're doing shit differently. I decided to put my face in front of you because usually I do these videos without any camera. It's just commentary. I wanted to talk about YouTube because I have not done that yet. I wanted to talk about it from a couple perspectives, though, and probably a couple that you haven't heard before. I want to talk about it from a YouTuber's perspective, which you've heard a million times. I want to talk about it from an advertiser's perspective, which I don't think we've heard enough about. And then I want to talk about it from my personal perspective, just kind of as somebody who's a little bit more removed from YouTube as a career now. So let's talk about YouTube. Let's get the complaining out of the way. I don't have a tab that a lot of other YouTubers do that allows me to see which videos are demonetized. YouTube responded about a week and a half ago saying that this was a feature that was slowly being rolled out for partners. Feel like that's kind of something that everybody needs right fucking now. I have no idea which videos are hit by this. None at all. I can't tell. There's not a way in the world. Meanwhile, most of my friends can, and it's just like, what am I supposed to do about this? YouTube has handled this whole thing very poorly, both with being upfront and open with why there are changes being made, how these changes are affecting content creators, and more importantly, the way in which we figure out how to work with this system so both of us benefit. There are no very well-written guidelines on what we can and can't do, what does trigger a automatic review of a video, what might get a video demonetized. We've actually had to do all these tests ourselves. I saw Total Biscuit retweet a content creator who uploaded 5 videos, all of them the same, but with different thumbnails. One had like rape and murder in the thumbnail, one had a gun, one had puppies, one had fuck in it, and all but the puppy one got automatically demonetized. Every single video. Which means, oh, well, I guess there's some machine learning going on that's determining via a thumbnail if a video is probably not going to be suitable for advertisers. Well, that would have been kind of helpful to know. YouTube has a system that automatically detects what game you're playing, and it is usually pretty accurate. So if I upload CSGO gameplay, it pops up in the bottom left-hand corner as CSGO gameplay. That means there's no way around that video getting demonetized. If YouTube says Counter-Strike is not ad-friendly, well, no Counter-Strike content I ever upload will ever be ad-friendly, even if I'm talking about puppies and charity. It's got guns in it, you can avoid it with one click. I even recently heard that having capital letters more than necessary in your title will get your video demonetized, which seems a bit weird to me. Like if you're playing PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, that whole title is in capital letters. So does that mean that that video is demonetized for that reason as well? Now that I've complained about something that you've heard a million times, I want to talk about it from an advertiser's perspective because everything YouTube is doing makes sense. Sucks to say it, hurts me, but it makes sense. It does. Advertisers need more control over the content their ads are next to. That is, you know, something that anybody who's ever worked in this industry understands. Whenever I do a sponsored video for, you know, a game company, there are always some sort of guidelines like, hey, maybe you don't talk about rape. Maybe you don't talk about face fucking an underage person. Yeah, that should be pretty obvious. And I get why no advertisers would ever want to put their ads next to a video where somebody's only talking about rape. Like that, get it, I get it. Doesn't mean that I'm happy about it because it means that I'm going to be lumped in with a bunch of other people. And just because my content does have vulgarity, you know, it does have explicit language, even if what I'm talking about is not necessarily a direct like attack on somebody, just saying the word fuck or dicks could get my video demonetized. And that sucks because that's very much a part of my lexicon. I say it out in public. I say it in private. I talk to my parents that way. It's something I could work on, but that's not the be-all end-all. Me just changing my language doesn't make any of my content more ad-friendly. Advertisers need better tools to help make sure that they're getting the type of interaction that they want. Having better control over where your content is seen and how that content is delivered for advertisers will only help the industry as a whole. Hear me out. If I go to a website that is I love Nazis, right? And then there are ads on there that are about a book that's like, why Nazis are bad. None of those people are probably gonna buy that book. So whoever made the Nazi fucking book is gonna sit there like, why am I even paying for advertisements that don't work? This makes no sense to me. Then I Love Nazis, that website doesn't have ad revenue from the book creator. The book creator feels like he was slighted, he didn't get what he paid for, and then everybody loses out. The book creator doesn't get money, and the website doesn't get money. Every advertiser is going to want to see something happen when they pay for ads, whether it's clicks on their site or more sales or at least more brand recognition. And if you're a content creator that doesn't provide that for them, then you're going to make them think twice about spending more money on the platform. Then when that advertiser goes back and says, I don't want to spend money on video game content anymore because the last 5 videos that I put ads on didn't work, then the content creators lose out too. It is in the content creator's best interest to make the advertiser happy, and it's in the advertiser's best interest to make the content relevant to their ads. There is a very large group of people out there in the industry that believe that there is an ad bubble, and this might be step 1, or maybe it's the final step in that bubble popping. When advertisers don't get the return for their investment, ROI, then they decide it's not worth it and they pull out. And then we're only left with dick enhancement pills on my YouTube videos that pay like 3 cents. So now that I've complained about YouTube being horribly managed with this whole situation and not giving content creators equal ability to figure out how to best work with the advertisers that they have on their videos, we can't even see who advertises on our videos until we upload the video. What if I don't want these ads on there? And now that I've talked about why advertisers might enjoy this new feature, I want to talk about how it personally affects me and my thoughts on this, because I feel like there's a lot of miscommunication here. Clearly, I have started focusing more on Twitch, and it's partly because I really enjoy that live dialogue. I like having interactions with people. I like seeing the same faces every day, and I'm like, hey, nice to see you. It's good to see you, Banter. It's good to see you, Josh. I like building that community with these people where I can talk to them in real time. But I also really enjoy making YouTube videos. I always have. It has always been my favorite thing to write skits, and it sucks when you spend maybe 8 or 9 hours making a skit video that's gonna get no money for anything when I could literally make a 25-second cooking video that would get more money. It's frustrating. I have put a lot of effort into trying to future-proof my job. Content creation has always been an up and down roller coaster, and it always will be. And I've done a lot of work to make sure that, you know, through the help of Monster and Razer and Discord and through brand deals with, you know, Best Buy and Twitter and all this stuff, that I have an ability to pay for everything that I need in my life, while also still making content. YouTube ad revenue has almost never been a large chunk of my entire earnings. In fact, right now, it equates for less than 10% of my monthly earnings on an average month. Sometimes it's even worse. But I've really set this up in a way that's gonna continue to make sure that I can create content for you guys on any budget within reason. That's something that I'm proud of. I've really worked hard on that, and that's why I thoroughly feel like there's 2 sides to the story. Yes, it does suck that ad revenue is now taking a massive hit, and that I was getting paid twice as much per 1,000 views 6 years ago as I am right now. Let that sink in. Oh, the things I would do to be in that lifetime slavery partnership agreement with Machinima again. I would be making twice as much money. Why did I do this? But the bottom line is this. YouTube cares about a couple things. It cares about keeping people on their site, and that's watch time, a metric that they've been favoring for years now. It cares about having high quality content because they've already launched a TV service. They're looking to pay for, you know, all these high quality like TV shows to come move over to YouTube. YouTube Red is a subscription service. They see Netflix and they go, what the hell? We could be Netflix. And they care about advertisers being happy, because with premium content comes premium ads. With advertisers that are happy comes a lot of money. So all of these things are gonna work against gaming videos for the most part. It's gonna work against short videos like skits and animators and trailers and anything like that. And that's why that 10-minute meme is such a funny thing to me. It's like, well, yeah, if you want to get paid, you kind of got to make 10-minute videos. YouTube is not wrong for doing this. They are not a person. They are a company. They exist to make money. YouTube has like never made money in its entire lifetime. It's part of like Google's black hole of dollar bills. I just want to make it clear that most of your favorite content creators, the ones that have been doing this long enough to have an established brand, and the ones that were getting millions and millions of views a month, they're going to be just fine. Even if they take a 50% or an 80% hit on ad revenue like a lot of us have, they'll still probably be okay if they've done a good job building up their network, because my value does not lie in ad revenue. So I just want to kind of calm the fears here, because I get asked about it a lot. Yes, the ad boycott / the new demonetization does hurt me. Yes, it sucks. But no, is it in any way, shape, or form going to stop me from making content? And it's absolutely never the reason that I'm going to, you know, have to give up this lifestyle and go get a real job. If that happens, it's because I just am not cool anymore. Nobody wants to work with me. Hopefully that never happens. Thanks for watching the Real Talk video. I like this format. If you guys enjoyed, let me know. And then click on the advertisers so I can feed my dog.